the purpose of this video is to give you a little bit of a tutorial on how to access Blackboard and McGraw-Hill Connect for this course, Appreciation of the Humanities 1301 at Northeast Texas Community College. In order to access the course, you need to log into Blackboard. The easiest way to do this is to go to ntcc-bb.blackboard.com. If you bookmark that in your browser, then you can easily navigate directly to this page. Otherwise, you would have to go to ntcc.edu and click current students and kind of navigate your way through their system. But as you see on this page, there's a login screen, and you should already know this information. If you don't know this information, actually it's impossible for you not to know this information and be watching this video, because you would have had to have logged in to access this video. So I'm just going to keep going. Here we have the login screen. If you log in, you'll come to a page that will have all the courses that you are currently active in. As you see here, there's a lot of courses that I have listed here. These are courses I've taught or will teach in the future. So you need to find ours, which is going to be HUMA 1301.88133L. By clicking that link, you will come to the home page for our course. I've tried to make this course homepage very simple. In fact, anytime you ever get confused and you're not sure where you are, you can always come back and click homepage here on the left, and it will take you to this screen. As you see below here, the course is divided into 5 modules. Each module will contain several chapters, possibly exam in some of them. You'll have the discussion board assignments that will be found there. You'll have an explanation of the reaction paper that you're going to do here in Module 1. And there'll also be, within each chapter folder, there'll be subfolders that contain critical thinking assignments. And that usually involves watching a video, reading an article, and then responding to a quiz that was designed to help you think critically and to kind of go deeper with some of the topics that you will see in your textbook. The critical thinking exercises are intended to take you one step further. So when you open up a module, you will see instructions at the top of the page. You will also see the chapters that are contained in that module. So, for example, you click Chapter 1, you'll come to this screen, and you will have the instructions for the day, for that exercise, for that chapter, and then you'll see PowerPoint lecture that is designed to guide you in your reading that you'll do. And this is acting a little bit slow, I think, because I'm doing a screen capture right now, and I'm recording audio. So my CPU is pretty heavily overloaded. But it'll open up the PowerPoint just as so here, and you'll use that as you read to kind of guide you. Some chapters I will have a quiz. I'll have a lecture where I use the PowerPoint, or I'll go in deeper on some particular issues from the text that just kind of covered on a surface level. Then there'll always be a quiz. Anytime there's a lecture, there'll be a lecture quiz. Every time you have a critical thinking folder, there will also be videos inside that link, as well as articles to read. And then you'll have a critical thinking quiz. And the quizzes are very self-explanatory. You just click it, and it'll give you the description, tell you the nature of the test, and then you just click begin. But to get back to where we were, like I said, we'll go back to the home page here, and that'll get us back kind of at ground zero. Here you see, and I'll close that. Here you'll see all the information that you need to know about the course. But first things first, whenever you've logged in, you have to start at this Start Here folder. It's imperative that you do so, because this is where you're going to find your syllabus, which is going to have tons of important information, and the course plan, and the layout of each module, and the weeks that that applies to each module. And then you have to take these 2 little easy quizzes that are actually, they're worth quite a bit of points, so you don't want to ignore them. And they help me know that you're in the course. So whenever you first log in, you do the syllabus, policies, acknowledgement, and the honesty statement, which will ask you some true or false questions about academic dishonesty and what it means to cheat using an online course and what it means to copy and paste and not give credit. Anyway, so it's very important that you do those 2 respondus, because that will actually kind of indicate that you showed up to class the first day. If you don't do that and I don't see any activity and there's nothing to show evidence that you showed up to class, so to speak, you can be dropped from the course. And we don't want to do that, unless we actually have to. The other thing that's so extremely important is getting your ebook. You can get a paper version of the textbook, but you can also get the ebook. And the ebook is going to also give you access to the assignments. So even if you had a paper text, you still need to access McGraw-Hill Connect. And I'm not sure what's going to happen when I click this link, because it might be an old link. I don't remember if I updated it yet, but what it'll do is take you to this page that will walk you through registering. Yeah, this is an older class that I've already taught, but it's going to look exactly like this regardless of what class it is. And you'll want to register now. Now, there is a free trial that lasts 3 weeks. Unfortunately, this course is 5 weeks long. Occasionally, we teach an intercession course that's short enough to where students can take the class without having to pay for the book. However, this isn't the case. So we will take 5 weeks to complete this course. So you'll need to either get the trial to get going and then work out how you're going to pay for it later, or just go ahead and bite the bullet and pay for the text, the ebook, so you can access the assignments. But like I said, here on this page, you'll also want to make sure that you get the syllabus. The syllabus is very important because it's basically a contract between you and I. And in that contract, it will explain what's expected of you, what's expected of me. It also has an outline of the course plan that's taken right out of Blackboard, and has all the courses all the things we're going to do in this course, all the assignments that we are going to have laid out. And like I said, that is here in the NC. Yeah. And as you read through, that just sort of gives you kind of an outline, a tree to follow, and that's how this course is going to flow. And it will follow exactly what you see here, is what you see on Blackboard itself. And so here we also have a select bibliography that I've given you, and this is actually, these are all PDF files that are basically either academic or scholarly articles or sections out of encyclopedias and things like that. And they are going to be in the critical thinking exercises. So there's nothing for you to go get. It's just sort of to be fair in citing my sources, I've put this here to give credit to those sources. Anyway, so you want to print this syllabus off. You want to read through every section thoroughly, that you fully understand everything that is found here. It explains the lectures and the discussions, and then the breakdown of how you will be graded, what everything's weighted, that we have 3 exams, and then it talks about academic dishonesty and ethics and students with disabilities, FERPA, which is about protecting your privacy. So yeah, make sure that you've read this and you understand this completely. Another thing to note that I'll just sort of throw out there right now is typically all your assignments are going to be due Sunday night at 11:59, and that's, right as it turns midnight, it becomes Monday morning, we start a new week, unless it explicitly states it. So all of your critical thinking assignments, all the activities you'll do on McGraw-Hill Connect, the reading quizzes you'll do on McGraw-Hill Connect. All those are going to be due at the end of the week. But whenever we have tests, I try to make them happen on Wednesday of that week. Like I said, we might cover 5 chapters and take an exam in 1 week. So try to put the exam in the middle of the week so you can do some material before the exam and then some material after the exam. And so the only exception to this Wednesday exam rule is the final. And also bear in mind that the last week of this course ends on Thursday. So you don't actually have till Sunday night. So don't get in the habit of thinking that, I don't have to look at the final exam until Saturday or Sunday. It's not the case. It needs to be finished that Thursday, the last week of class. So I think that covers just about everything. I always encourage my students just to get in there and click around. Like, you can't break Blackboard. I mean, it can be intimidating at first and it looks complicated, but I've learned that even with access to really manipulate this interface, I don't even mess it up. I mean, even when I do make some quirky things, it's easy to fix. So just, click around, find your way around and get comfortable with understanding how to move your way through this course. And so, with that being said, that draws us to a close of this introduction. So, I look forward to the rest of this 5-week summer course, and I hope that you do well. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, email me, jweatherford@ntcc.edu. If you have a question, you can call me on my cell. I'll probably not answer if I don't recognize the number, so leave a message. I'll call you back, 817-713-4802. And, of course, text messaging is probably one of the best ways to reach me. So if you got a quick question, you can just shoot me a text. So there you go. Introduction, or as we call it, appreciation of the humanities, 1301, Northeast Texas Community College.